One of the eagles has its wings broken. It is cast out of the sky. It has no fear, no hesitation, only a single burning command etched in silicon: find your mark. In the chess match of the skies, a captured piece is not the end. It's just an opening move. A desperate prayer of fire and light, offered up to a god that cannot be swayed. So how does a legend fall? To understand the end, we must witness the beginning. Before every symphony of destruction, there is a moment of profound quiet. It is a relic from another age, a ghost of a forgotten war, with the heart of a modern warrior. A silent communion, a wordless pact between a pilot and his iron soul. He does not climb into a machine. He becomes one with his wings. The world is sealed away. Now there is only the cockpit, the mission, and the sky. A single touch, and the beast's electronic heart takes its first beat. Life floods through veins of copper and wire, awakening a slumbering consciousness. Its lungs of titanium and steel draw their first breath of fire. A final stretch. The hydraulic muscles tense, ready for the violence to come. The final blessing from the world of men before it ascends to the realm of gods. All the power of 1,000 storms coiled and compressed into a single point of fury. This is the moment it stops being a machine and becomes a meteor. It is not merely accelerating, it is tearing a hole in the fabric of the world. It sheds the chains of gravity. It has returned to its natural home. A steel arrow, fired from the bow of mankind straight into the heart of the infinite. It breaks through the veil of the mortal world into the pure, cold cathedral of the sky. This is the last moment of peace, a final deep breath before the chaos. The mission appears not a request, but a destiny assigned. The lone wolf changes course, unaware of the pack that lies in wait. Out here, you are a universe of one, a solitary god in an endless blue heaven. Every system is perfect, the weapon is honed, the warrior is ready. The fangs of the serpent lay dormant, dreaming of the venom they will soon deliver. And then, on the digital horizon, the first signs of the coming storm. The odds are calculated. They are not in his favor, and it does not matter. The enemy's gaze is now a digital spear aimed at his heart. The dance is about to begin. The first move, a deception of light and shadow meant to fool an electronic mind. The first threat is erased, a single drop of rain in the coming hurricane. The wolves begin to circle, their strategy a tightening net of steel. The wolf does not flee the net. He attacks the hunters directly. From the darkness below, the opportunist, the jackal, comes for the kill. But the fulcrum has a third eye, a gaze that can lock onto a target where physics says it shouldn't. The venomous dart is launched, a weapon that does not fly but hunts. It does not follow a path, it follows a soul, a heat signature, a life. A desperate prayer of fire and light, offered up to a god that cannot be swayed. One hunter is down, but the price of that victory is the rage of the two who remain. The wolves have abandoned strategy. Now they attack with pure, unthinking fury. He is dancing on a razor's edge, where a single misstep means oblivion. The first wound, the machine's iron skin is breached. For the first time, it bleeds. The perfect union of man and machine begins to fracture under the agony of the blow. When the sky becomes a cage of death, the only sanctuary is the unforgiving earth below. The hunt descends from the heavens into a stone labyrinth where only skill matters. The gods of the air have come down to the realm of mortals, and they have brought their thunder with them. He uses the terrain not as a shield, but as a weapon, a cloak of invisibility. For a single precious moment, the hunters have become the lost. And in that moment of confusion, the prey reverses destiny and becomes the predator. Fire answers fire, a precise, calculated act of vengeance. One of the eagles has its wings broken. It is cast out of the sky. The board is now even, 1 against 1. A wounded lion against a hungry wolf. This is no longer a battle of tactics, it is a duel of honor. The final charge, a test of will, where the first to turn is the first to fall. The last deadly lances are thrown, a final desperate gamble for survival. A chaotic ballet of fire, a desperate attempt to blind the eyes of fate. His prayer goes unanswered. The enemy escapes the serpent's bite. But his enemy's prayer also fails. Fate has given them both one last chance. Now it comes down to the purest form of combat, a turning fight to the death. The eagle uses its raw power, climbing to the heavens to strike from above. But the fulcrum uses its grace, turning tighter, closer, transforming the sky into a cage for its foe. A fleeting window, a single heartbeat where victory is possible. But the machine's wounds cry out, betraying the will of its master. The shot goes wide. In aerial combat, a missed opportunity is an invitation for your own destruction. The laws of energy are absolute. The hunter has the perfect position for the final blow. The final judgment. A merciless rain of steel to end the duel. The heart of the fulcrum is pierced. The great machine is slain. The lights go out. The soul of the machine departs, leaving only a falling metal shell. Every dance must end, and this one ends in a fall from grace. There is no gloating in the victor's silence, only the quiet respect for an adversary who earned his death. The survivor returns to his world, but a part of him will forever remain in this sky. It is no longer a weapon, no longer a legend. It is just iron, returning to the dust from which it came. Some bonds are not meant to be broken, even in death. He chooses not to leave his partner's side. But what if the story didn't end there? What if, in that final moment, the legend refused to fall? We return to the moment of absolute certainty, the moment the hunter believed he had already won. He chooses to silence the chaos, to hear nothing but the sound of his own will. The hunter closes in, savoring the final seconds of his victory. He does not try to escape fate. He chooses to reach out and grab it by the throat. He is no longer flying. He is commanding the air itself to bend to his will. The Cobra's kiss. An impossible maneuver. A final, beautiful act of defiance. In an instant, the hunter's world is turned upside down. He has flown into a trap he could never have imagined. To look up and see your own death hovering above you, patient and cold. The Cobra has coiled. Now it prepares for one final lethal strike. A final defiant roar. Not for survival, but for immortality. A blow not of anger, but of sacrifice. If I fall, you fall with me. A star is born in the sky. The price of this victory was everything. The dance is over. The dancer is spent. His final masterpiece is complete. The lone survivor can only bear witness, stunned into silence by the beautiful, terrible thing he has just seen. An unspoken salute. The living escorting the legend on its final journey. In the sky that day, there was no victor. There was only a sacrifice and a witness. The proud eagle is reduced to dust and memories scattered on the wind. And the serpent, its final venom spent, falls to its final rest. The sky heals its own wounds, but it never forgets the titans who bled upon its canvas. A final tribute, written not in stone, but in the memory of the sky itself. Because for some, the sky is not the limit. It is home.